So, good afternoon. YouTube is telling me we are live, and I hope someone in the chat can verify that. This is only my second live stream ever, and Monday I did a live stream about the HMC5883, which is a magnetometer, and it felt kind of unfinished because I left the bleep track. Nice to see you. I left the live stream where I couldn't get it working, and I didn't give up. I tried and tried and tried, and it didn't work. And then after the live stream, I didn't stop trying, and I got it working. And I'm just gonna wait until some other people join excuse me, before I start with this. But how are you guys doing? I saw a bleep track the other day on MakerCast. How was that for you? Last stream I also struggled with some latency things, and I found out how to change that, and I'm now on low latency, and it says it's about 10 second, 11 second latency. It's kind of acceptable. Hey Stephen, how nice to see you. Really nervous. Yeah, for some reason I'm doing this stream for maybe just a few people, and I'm still nervous. I don't know why. I think the reason I'm nervous is I don't want to have a brain freeze or something and just start staring into the camera, saying nothing for minutes at a time. It's kind of scary. Having fun. Fixed my PT. Oh, did you? Oh yeah, I saw you had a video out on replacing the video RAM. I haven't watched it yet, so that's kind of a spoiler. Thanks. Well, I kind of have a backup plan, Stephen. So when I start freezing and I'm getting really nervous and really scared, I'll just stop the stream and then tweet about that my internet connection died. So that's kind of my backup plan. Anyway, so I was saying the last time I ended this stream, this didn't work, and I remembered I read a blog post somewhere that the chip on this, let me switch my screen to my desktop, because there's the datasheet for this. It's the well, what I thought was the HMC5883L magnetometer. Turns out I'm on my tablet on balcony in the sun waiting for a groceries delivery, man. Hey Maiko, nice to see you. Yeah, it's really nice weather, so good for you. I'm sitting on the balcony. I'm inside doing a stream. What was I saying? Oh right, yeah, I thought this was the HMC5883L. It turns out it's not. It's a totally different chip. Kind of does the same, but in a, well, maybe not a different way, but there's a lot of differences. And pronunciation. You mean of your name, Maiko? I didn't think there was any other way to pronounce that. Hey Marcel, welcome back. Nice to see you. Anyway, if you look at the register list, you have configuration register A, B, etc. It turns out this chip on here is actually a different chip, and I also got that data sheet, and it's a HMC5883L. One letter difference, but as you can see, the registers are totally different. No wonder I couldn't communicate with it. So I found a library for the QMC5883L. Let me open up Arduino. Alright, this is not the right one. This is Blink. It was just under examples. What's happening? Examples, and it was a library. Oh no, I can't find it. There it is. It's a much less complicated sketch, but it kind of does the same thing. And let me just plug this in and upload it. See if we yeah, they tell you it's an HMC5883L, but it's not. Let me open up the serial monitor, and there it is. Lots of output. Now the thing is, this isn't calibrated very well, and also if I tilt it in different directions, I get a totally wrong reading. And that's why I also need a, what was it, an MCU5060, and you can do some compensation. It's called tilt compensation. But the first thing I want to do now is, because I want to transmit, let me go back to the bench, to transmit the compass data to another Arduino, which I have over here. The first thing I have to do is to hook up this RF module and see if I can get some data between these two nanos. But let me switch again back to the desktop. The thing is, what was I about to say? Oh right, yeah, so this has the serial print and heading, and this is already a calculated heading, and inside the .h library, or the header file, there's all sorts of oh, hi Colin, nice to see you. Didn't see you there, sorry for that. My twin just asked if they could play in the room on their own. Well, lucky you. So there's this library is not at all compatible with the other sketch, which has some compensation in it. So my plan is to eventually combine two sketches into one, so I can do some tilt compensation. But anyway, the first thing I'm going to do is hook this up to the Nano and see if I can transmit some data. So wait, let me switch to the bench again. So I have these pins, and what I also ordered is one of these breakout boards. Again, there's also a 5-volt regulator on there, or a 3.3 volt regulator. Hi Johnny, good to see you, mate. So I can use the 5 volts from the Nano instead of the 3.3 volts, which, well, wouldn't be a problem, but this is much handier to use when using a breadboard. So I need a few wires, and my idea was to use the library that I saw Julian Eilert, or I say Eilert, but it might be illit. I heard someone say illit used, which what by who was it again? Well, I have to. What's those? Yeah, that would be handy, Marcel. But I had a look at the data sheets. I'm sorry for that. Let me go back. And the thing is, the registers are totally different. And also, let me scroll all the way back up. The QMC is a 16-bit or has a 16-bit ADC, and the Honeywell illit. All right, okay, and the HMC is 12-bit. Now I don't know what that means for the data coming out of I2C, but it's a totally different chip and a totally different library as well. It wasn't as simple as just changing the I2C address, so that wasn't ever gonna work. So that kind of makes me feel good about myself in a way that I didn't fail. It was just the library. But anyway, back to the bench. And while I hook this up, how does this work? Oops. Maybe if you have some questions for me, just add me in the chat and I'll try to respond. Let's see. Ground VCC. Oh wait, yeah, I had a picture of where the SPI pins were for the nano. Right, so I need chip enable, MISO, MOSI, clock, and chip select. And the thing is, when I plug this in, there's also, apart from the silk screen on the, won't come out anymore. Apart from the silk screen over here, there's also some silk screen on these header pins. So I'm just going to hook this up, and just in case, I'm going to unplug the Arduino. And I'm going to start with ground, which is over here. I really hate these jumper wires because they never fit properly. Either they're too loose or they're too tight. It's really annoying. And I need VCC. Now what else did I need? Chip enable. That should go to pin 7 on the nano. That's over there. And I also need chip select. Marcel, perhaps the library could use I2C to detect what chips on the board, then use different registers. Yeah, I think that would work. So clock is on pin 13, which is over there. And OSI is yellow, is on pin 11, which is over there, and MISO is on pin 12. Come on, get in. Pin 12. And chip select is on pin 8. Let's use different color wire for that, if I have any other colors. I do. I have this purple. I wasn't in view. I'm sorry. It's over there. And what did I say that was? Pin 8. And VCC is on this bus. Just be careful. It actually is VCC. And pin ground is over there. Come on, get in. Not that one, then that one. And the first thing I'm gonna do is again upload the I2C scanner. Oh no, of course it's not I2C. I'm just gonna start by installing the library. Manage libraries. So where did that go? Oh, there it is. Oh, right, yeah, Johnny. Yeah, what Marcel said, yeah. The crane thingy. It's the RF24. And I was planning to use this one. Just gonna install the latest version. That was quick. And examples. RF. Where is it? Oh, there it is. All right, yeah. Where should I start? Getting started. That seems like a good idea. SPI is, oh wait. SPI plus 7 and 8. I'm not using pin 7 and 8, am I? Oh yeah, I am. You know what? I'm just gonna upload this. Let's see if I have the right board. And let's just see what this does. No smoke, so that's a good thing when I plugged it in. This is a paid work live stream. Well, I'm not getting paid for this. I have to pay to do this. Get back to the same place every time. Well, it has a resolution of 1 or 2 degrees, which is fine for what we're using at. Yeah. The thing is, this chip is not tilt compensated. So if the crane moves or bounces a bit, the reading goes off as well. So that's why I've ordered an MCU6050 accelerometer, and I found a sketch online, or a library online. It's actually a sketch, which can compensate for that tilt, but that's the next step. So the first step was to get this HMC, which is actually a QMC, working, and the next step is to get some data transmitted from this module with this Arduino to this Arduino with this module. So very basic, but when I get the basics working, I hope I can make something really nice out of it. Yeah, it is for my work, but it's more like the fun part of work, where when we're not rehearsing or when there's no show, start thinking about other projects we can do. And actually it's quite funny. The crane driver, he has his workshop just a few hundred meters from me, and I didn't know that. He is a pyrotechnic. Is that what it's called in English? Pyrotechnician. And yeah, sometimes I hear really big bangs when I'm sitting here just doing things, and I always wondered where that was coming from, and the other day he told me that was him. Anyway, back to the desktop. A professional pirate. Yeah, maybe a pyrotechnic. What did I say it was? Pyrotechnics. Maybe that's like the technician on a pirate ship. Anyway, let's just upload this and see what happens. That went very wrong very quickly. What happened? Oh, it works. Well, it works. It starts compiling. Alright, that uploaded. That went better than I expected. Let's go to the serial monitor. Maybe just check if it actually prints something. Yeah. So press T to begin transmitting to the other node. Well, I haven't got another node. So what is actually happening? So to press T to start transmitting. Does that mean it's 16? Do you have the same pins? Line 16. Oh, that's up. 7 and 8. No, I don't. I'm using 12 and 13. So this is not gonna work. What is... it's different baud rate. Let's see, T. Oh, right, you're watching the wrong screen. There we go. Yeah, well, of course I need the other node. Can be put on both nanos. Yeah, so this is like a sketch that can interchange, is that the right word, between sending and listening. And for the final project I just need one to be always transmitting and the other one always receiving, but for now this is fine. The NRF can check reception, that's why you got the error. Yeah, but it's obvious I used to get paid as an engineer, but now I get paid for doing nothing. Well, you're doing well then. Alright, so I need to hook, let's go back to the bench. I also need to hook this one up as well. And I wonder if I will be able to connect both these nanos to my computer. The last time I did that, I plugged it into the port on the front of my computer, and the excuse me, this camera over here stopped working. So I came a little prepared. My idea was to hook up this OLED to one of the nanos and use a power bank, which is still charging but will be charged when I'm done with this, I hope, to see if I can receive or transmit anything. Yeah, I know I can use both and hook them up to different ports. The thing is, my USB ports are not what they used to be, so it might just drop out, which is really annoying. Otherwise I could just hook up two serial monitors or two instances of Arduino and open up two serial monitors and send back and forth. Yeah, I think a while ago I plugged something in which was shorting out that port, and since then it hasn't behaved properly. It's really annoying. So what I'm going to do, and one node and two node. What I'm hoping is that it will be enough to just upload the same sketch to both of them and see something happening. But before I do that, I need to hook up this OLED screen to this nano to see whether there's actually something happening. Alright. Yeah, that's an idea. Myself. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab another breadboard. Let's see. Here we go. Let's move this out of the way for now and plug this in somewhere over there. And CPC doesn't recognize my Atmel ICE if I connect it to you. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I have the same thing with a webcam, not this webcam, another webcam. It only works when I connect it directly to the PC and not through a hub. Maybe there's some break or something wrong with the data lines. I'm not sure. That happens to me a lot, that I forget where I put something. I've all these boxes behind me, and then I order something and I look at it, and my idea is, well, I'll play with it sometime in the future, and then 2 years later I need it and start thinking, well, I thought I had it, but then I can't find it anymore. Alright, let's hook this up to I2C, and I need different jumper wires. Crap. Wait. Oh, it's over here. This big box of jumper wires. One. For now I don't really care about colors. They're all blue. Let's see. Really long ones. Doesn't really matter. Red. Another orange. Right. So first things first, I'll use a reddish color for VCC, which is over there and over there, and ground is over there. Oops. Use orange. Oh, what was it? A4 and A5, but I can never remember which one is which. Let's see, it's on this one. Clock is the third from the left. Third from the left goes to A5. So that's clock. And blue I'll use for data. Let's see, I'll start with the I2C. Where is that? Communication. Oh, where was it? I2C scanner. Oh, wire. There it is. I2C. Let me switch to the desktop. Make it a bit bigger. Oh wait, first I have to plug this in. Upload. Maybe this is a different Arduino. So I have two different types of Arduino Nanos. I have this one and multiple of both, but one are with the old bootloader and the other one probably are with the newer bootloader, and I always mix them up. Maybe I just need that one. Try it again. Yeah, I know. Oh wait, you couldn't see what I was doing. There you go. No, for some reason it doesn't want to do that. Let's stop. Why? Why? Is it then perhaps the old bootloader? Why not? Why not? So as you can see, there is a blink sketch running. So for some reason it now doesn't want to upload, but I think I've uploaded something to it, otherwise it wouldn't blink. Let me just see if I have another nano somewhere. Over here maybe. Alright. Yeah, I have an ISP programmer. That would be really annoying if I have to do that. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to. Because this is not gonna work. I'll probably have to reburn the bootloader to it. Alright, let's just do that. A ISP programmer. Let's just disconnect this to be sure. And yeah, I'm gonna have to heat up my soldering iron. Oh. Oops, sorry. Yeah, that's just what I'm gonna do. The thing is, Johnny, I converted this, what is it? It's a tiny ISP to a ISP that I can use with a, for example, AT-Tiny85, and it has this clamp on it. And my plan was to order another one and just use that as a normal ISP, but I never got around to that. So I had to solder some wires to the breakout things, and one of the wires broke off, so I'm going to have to resolder that. Pretty annoying. Yeah, I should stop making plans actually, because it never turns out the way I want to. Let's heat up the soldering iron. Yeah, it's really messy, but it will work for now, I hope. Let's just, oh, move this out of the way. It's really difficult to do this on a live stream for some reason. No, let's reflow some solder. Can't really see what I'm doing. Let's just re-tin that wire. Try to do it on camera because you're not seeing anything. Just forget your life. Don't read the chat. Don't talk. Yeah. Then don't chat to me because I want to read that. Just tin the wire. Actually, I think I'm gonna have to strip that wire again. Yeah, I'll just strip it again. Hi Brian, how are you today? There we go. Let's tin this. That's okay. Whoa, that's okay for now. Right, let's start with. Oh, I need the ISP header pin out. I don't know that by heart. ISP header. No, ISP header. Alright, pin 1 is Mosey. Which is this one. Pin 1 Mosey. Pin 2 is VCC, which is orange. Ground, I know that one, that's pin 6. A reset is pin 5, which is, in my case, wait, what? Reset is the green one. Blue is, what's blue? Clock. And the last one, where is it? Yellow should be Mosey. That's between VCC and ground. Right, let's quickly check the chat. And soon some magic smoke. I hope not. No, it's okay. I have to find a different USB cable though. Let's see. Wait a minute. No power for some reason. Ground. Is this loose? Oh, that's okay. Nothing getting really hot, so well, let's try it anyway. No, I have to select USB tiny and I think I can just now burn bootloader, right? No, I can't. Does it want to upload something? I think there's some connection not really. Yeah, I know it's not available. Let's just check whether I have power to the Nano. Ground and 5 volts. Oh, oops, other way around, of course. See, this is what you get when you are lazy. I thought, well, what I thought, well, I'll just solder some wires to it and the headers, that will happen another time, and then another time never comes. And now I have all these annoying problems which only take up a lot of time. So I'm thinking I have to, let's see, ground and VCC over there. This is weird. See, when I measure between VCC and ground on the nano, it only measures about 4 volts. How did that happen? Let's unplug it and try it again. Let's just measure the voltage when the nano is not connected. Let's see what it says. Is this in view, by the way? No, it's not. And let's see. It's over there. Come on. 4.6. Why is that? Or is that okay? Try it again. VCC. Then yellow is Mosey. Black is ground. Let's see. Reset is blue. Where was that? Pin 5. Pin 5. Then MISO pin 2 is, wait, what am I doing? Oh, this is so annoying. Well, let's just see if it's able to power the Arduino just by using VCC and ground. It should be able to do that. Yeah, I should do that, but the thing is, it worked the other day. I programmed a Atmega 328p, which is the same one, with it just a few days ago, and I'm expecting it just to work as well now, but no. What it could be is that, well, I don't think so, that my cable is too long or something, because I have a few extensions to it, but it worked with the other thing. How annoying. Can I check the voltage on the USB? If I'm careful, I can. No, not with this connector. Alright, alright, alright. Time to... Maybe this has all been for nothing. And I do have another one. So I'm just gonna check my box of adapter things and programmers. And no. Maybe. Yeah, I do have another nano. Are these soldered? Yeah, they seem to be. Let's try a different nano first. Maybe it's the nano. Let's see if there's something on here. Here's another nano. No headers. Alright, so there's a blink sketch on there. I wonder, maybe because this also has a blink sketch on it, and I was thinking, well, there's a blink sketch on it, so probably uploaded a blink sketch. Maybe it comes shipped with a blink sketch, and I have the same problem with this one, or with this one as I had with this one, where I couldn't, for the life of me, upload anything to it because I kept having that same problem. These are, of course, not official nanos. They're these Chinese cheap ones. So what am I gonna do? Let's first turn off my soldering iron for a while because it's right next to my arm. Ah, right. Yeah, the unofficial comes... Yeah, Brian, I'm using the Arduino IDE. Yeah, it's on a different screen. It's over there. But it comes shipped with the... Yeah, I can. I tried... Yeah, I can. What setting do you want to see, Brian? Tools. Yes, you can. I was using Arduino Nano and this one. Oh, you can't see that. This one, which I was working on earlier, only worked when I used old Bootloader. But this one doesn't work with either of them. Is there 328p on there? I hope so. Alright, I think I know what the problem is. First of all, I dropped a little wire. Yeah, so here's what's happening. Let me open up the tools for my camera and refocus. and you can see, I hope you can see this. This says 168. Oh man, I thought it was a 328. All that time for nothing. Let's go back to normal zoom. And plug in that. So, oh, let me switch to Arduino. Tools, programmer, just the AVR ISP Mark II. Well, no, it's not your fault, Brian. I could have paid attention myself and looked at the chip earlier. I didn't. I just assumed it was a 328p. All right. Let's see what this does. What did I upload actually? I2C scanner. Yeah, that's okay. Right, that flashed pretty simple. That took me like, what time is it? Oh, over 20 minutes to figure that out. Anyway, no, yeah, I was a bit mad, but it's also kind of funny that these things happen. I just hope I learn from it, and next time check the chip on it before I start checking what's wrong with it. All right, let me switch back to the bench and hook this up again. 5 volt to 5 volt, ground to ground, and this is not 5 volt, this is 5 volt. Clock was on A5 and data on A4. Ground VCC, and let's plug this in. All right, open up the serial monitor, switch again to desktop, open up the serial monitor. This should be great. Device found 3C. Great. Yeah, well, I think 20 minutes is a lot for something I was expecting to do in under a minute. What was I doing? All right, I had a previous sketch. I hope it's still on the recent OLED millis, where I made a sketch that would just count up the millis on the OLED, so I could actually see it working. Oh, 5 minutes is acceptable. Is there also a different law in live streaming that when it feels like an hour, it's actually like 10 minutes? Because I took 20 minutes, it is actually 5 minutes, but it felt like an hour. Let's upload this. and see whether it starts counting up millis on the OLED. Well, still uploading. Yeah, I had the same thing Monday, and it was only an hour and a half. Let's unplug this. Let's switch to the bench because nothing's happening. I had a bit of a sore throat at the end of Monday. I also had a headache. I don't know, maybe I squint too much when I concentrate, and that really gave me a headache. So what's wrong here? Try a different count. Did I mix up SCL and data? Arduino Nano SCL SDA. Keep forgetting it for some reason. Or wait, could it? So does anyone know the difference between a 328 and a 168? Is it only just the amount of memory? Clock on A5, data on A4. Yeah, but why isn't this working then? Let's see. Check my sketch. Well, let's go to the Arduino. I'm just using the UAG2 library, and this is just as yeah, I think this is yeah, it should be. This looks like a tiny I'm pretty sure it is, because the other day I had just the same sketch running on the other Arduino, this one, but this is a 328p and this is not. I haven't changed anything in this sketch, I think. line 4. Here we go. Just uses SCL and SDA as I think this. Wait, I put pull-ups. Yeah, there on this OLED. Don't know if you can see that. I'll just pull it out. There are some pull-up resistors already on there. Right, so what did I say? A5. Oops. A5. A4. It is 5-volt compatible because I'm pretty sure I've used this, and I say pretty sure, that could bite me from the rear, or in the rear. I used this on another, I can't remember what it was, just an Arduino, and it was 5-volt. But let's first try Brian Loch's, I can't pronounce that, I'm so sorry Brian, idea, and force them to be A4 and A5. Could be that, yeah. So then this should do it, or I have to maybe redefine them. Just lock the door, lock. Right. So I've changed it just to be A4 and A5, and it didn't do anything. Just in case, I hope I didn't fry it, put it to 3.3 volts, which yeah, but then I have to get the scope out and see what's going on. This should be like a 5-minute thing. It's really annoying. No, I'm pretty sure I... Alright, the other one. I have to break all this apart again. But... Alright, so... Yeah, I do have some other displays, so... that is also an option. Just, I feel like... hi, Bitlooney. Nice to see you. I feel like the only thing I'm doing is troubleshooting and not actually making anything. It's really annoying. Let's just put it over here somewhere. I'm sorry. And quickly grab some jumper wires. Oh, these are not the right ones. I need some male-to-male ones. VCC, VCC. Right, let's at least be kind of consistent with the VCC colors. The rest doesn't really matter. I'm gonna use, oops, I'm sorry for that. This is A5, so that's clock. And then this is, where is it? A4 over there, which is data, and shouldn't do anything right now. So let's go back to the Arduino IDE, and this is now again a 328 old bootloader. All right. So yeah, this is now counting millis. So there's something weird going on with these nanos. Maybe the 168 doesn't support the I2C as it does the 328. But that also gives me another problem, because I wanted to have these two nanos talk to each other. But if the I2C works different, or at least the communication with the modules that you plug in, then I also have a problem with this one, I think. So what am I going to do? I have at least now some way of seeing data that is coming into the eventually the RF thing. Yeah, serial. The thing is, this is all kind of a solution for a stupid problem. The thing is, when I plug my nano or whatever board into the USB port on the front of my computer, this camera stops working. So I've plugged it into the back of my computer, and I only have one of these long cables. It's really annoying. That also might be it, yeah, but if it's already having too little RAM for just running a display, might just have too little RAM to do almost anything. Let's see how long we're streaming for now. Just curious. Oh, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, I do have an Uno. I have 328 has twice. I guess that's where, like with the 80 Tiny, the 32 and the 16. Well, the goal today, yeah, well, the goal was to not end a live stream, which I did Monday, in a fail. So I guess I've reached that already, because the last time I ended the stream, I didn't get this HMC5883L working, and I started the stream with this working, so I could have stopped right there. But I'm kind of doubting what to do now, because to get back to Maiko's question, setting a tradition there. What kind of tradition? In the meantime, I'll get back to Maiko's question. Yes, I have a Uno, but no, I don't have it here. Yeah, I want that too. So what I'm gonna do is, what am I gonna do? No, I'm not gonna end now. I want to see some kind of communication between these two modules. So what I'm gonna do is leave the OLED on this one and use this one to do the radio stuff. A tradition of starting working and ending with a cliffhanger. I always end with a cliffhanger. And I usually end with things not working. I'm missing steps. No, this was a different, oh right, so just to clarify the problem, which is not really a problem, I want to have these two Arduinos communicating with each other over the RF24 modules, and I want to be able to see on one Arduino what I'm communicating to it. Now I could use two instances of the Arduino IDE and open up two serial monitors, but that means I would have to connect both of them to my computer. And for some reason, when I have now two cameras plugged in, I have this camera and that camera, it doesn't work. I can only see one of the Arduinos, or one of the COM ports, if I'm lucky. And if I'm not lucky, this camera will shut down. Got a second computer. Yes, I have, and I also have a Raspberry Pi. But this shouldn't be that difficult. I just want to send some data from one to another. No, it's Windows. The thing that I believe is happening, I once plugged a device in there which shorted things out, and ever since my COM port, one of the controllers, the USB controllers, isn't functioning really well. But anyway, let's see if on this one, the one with the 168, I can get the RF sketch to run, and if that runs, I'll just do it the other way around, no problem. Let me think. I want this one to be transmitting, so I want this one to be receiving. No, I don't have to recompile anything. So this one has to be the one that's excuse me, transmitting. And even though I'm not sure which one or which way around I want it, I still have to hook this up. So I'm just gonna do that. This should be. Does anyone actually know if the 168 is exactly pin compatible with the 328? Just in the meantime, gonna hook this up. Alright, I need some other pin headers. Yeah. So I'm gonna use this nano as the transmitter. But I need some extra jumper wires. That one, those two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 3 as well. That one. See, here's the other thing I tend to do. Probably enough to connect cam to another one. Yeah, that's exactly what I did last time. And now I'm able to connect one of the Arduinos to my PC. But still the ports on the front are unusable. And again, a stupid problem. This won't reach. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, something I usually do when I'm prototyping something and I have these female headers. Can't find one at the moment. Where are they? These female headers, and I want to hook that up to something else. I just cut off the other end and just solder that to something, and then what happens, I end up with a lot of half jumper wires, and I keep grabbing them thinking it's a jumper wire, and then half of it is gone. Annoying. I do those things to myself, by the way. The stove. Wait, where's the RF module? Where did it go? There it is. So, oh no, I need these. Let's start with ground. I'll take ground from this side, put it over there. Yeah, I should. Let me check the SPI. Oh no, not the yeah, the SPI. So chip select pin 8. Thanks, Johnny. Chip select pin 8. Chip enable pin 7. This is how I started the stream, so kind of looped around. Then MISO's pin 12. MOSI pin 13. Yes, Marcel. As long as I have wireless communication, I don't have a need for any cables. All right, clock is pin 13. MOSI is pin 11. And I don't need IRQ for now. Come on. All right. Let's hook this up. Red light, no smoke. Great. off to a good start. Let's open, or let's switch to the Arduino IDE. And what was the other? So this is the 168, and I need the getting started. Let's see if that works. Make sure I select 168. Yeah, I'm gonna attach the antenna in a bit. I just want to see if I can upload a sketch for now. COM port 17. Alright, good. Upload. I hope this sketch doesn't take too much room. So that flashed. Now I'm wondering, I need the writing pipe or reading pipe. Bool. Right, so this is radio number 0. So then I have to set the other one to radio 1. And then they should communicate. Fine. See, the thing is, it says hardware configuration, set up the NRF radio and SPI bus. An SPI bus plus pins 7 and 8. So it's on the SPI bus pins, and 7 and 8 are chip enable and chip select, which I did. So this should be fine. Let's first connect this one to the other Arduino. Right. Do I have something that kind of looks red? Yeah. Orange is red enough. Oh, switch to the bench. Orange is red enough for VCC. Ground, I'll use white. Come on. That's areas they pulled. Chip enable pin 7. Pin 8 is chip select. Come on. MISO pin 12. MOSI is 11. Kind of starts sounding like a mantra. MISO, MOSI, MISO, MOSI. 13. Clock. Come on, get in. Right, back to the Arduino IDE. And I have to set roll 0. Oh wait, yeah, I have to set this to transmitting first. This one, the other one. So this one will just keep transmitting. Let's go back to the Arduino IDE. So line 21 used to control whether this node is sending or receiving. And roll 0 right, so yeah, I need this to be roll 1, so it will just be sending. Thank you. Now I have to set up the other one to be receiving. And this is not radio number 0, this is radio number 1. Upload. Now what? Oh, yeah, stupid. It's not the 168 anymore. This is a 328p. Do it again. Yes, there we go. So this is now receiving something, I hope. Sorry, wrong baud rate. So now I should be able to, let's first go back to the bench. I should be able to plug this one in. Maybe it's a good idea just to plug in the antenna anyway. That's one antenna, the other antenna on this board. So this should be okay. Now I hope this power bank will be enough power to power the other Arduino. Where's the cable? Here it is. Oh my god. Or other beings. Look at this. It is actually doing something. Can't believe it. Did I do that? Let's stop it. Unpower it. Repower this one. Open up the serial monitor. Right, it's not doing anything at the moment, or it's not receiving anything. If I plug this in, to this power bank, it should be starting to receive something. It's sending all kinds of responses. I've no idea what those mean, but it does something. And when I stop or power down the transmitter, find out next week. Is it gonna... I just unplugged it again. Is it gonna do something now? Millis or micros? Let's restart the nano. Well, I'm not really used to things working on this channel, or at least on my live streams. Let's see if, because I want to take it a bit further and try to control the data I am sending. So I have to plug in this one first. Wait, let me switch back to... So this is the transmitter, which is now totally wireless. But I'm gonna hook it up again. So let's end when it doesn't work anymore. Well, maybe this is that point, because I'm now gonna change the sketch. Let's switch to the desktop again and send some data that I'm controlling. So the first thing, this is the 168, so I have to go back to 168. The roll is 1 because it's a receiver. The radio number is 0. The roll is 1 because it's sending. The radio is 0, and it's... what is it sending? It's an unsigned long, micros. Now as it's working, it's supposed to be, as you know. Thanks, BitLooney. Good luck on editing your video, and I'm with Johnny. I'm waiting to see it. I have no idea what it is. Yeah, because now things are making it really overcomplicated. Actually, I just want to send some data, and changing to millis is a bit too safe. What do you mean by it's a bit too safe? Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is hook up this I2C. Well, wait, first what I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do? I'm really doubting, should I just continue? Or should I leave it here and for once, well actually it's just the second time I'm streaming, but for once end with a win instead of a fail. Hi Peter, welcome from the Netherlands, and it's nice sunny weather out here. How is it over there? You know what I'm gonna do? I am just going to try and get some heading from this, and for that I need some jumper wires again. Let's try it. It's only 4 wires. VCC, Let's unplug it to be safe. Go to the bench. I can't remember which is which. VCC, ground and clock. Again, check it. VCC, ground, clock. So it's VCC and ground. Wait, these are the wrong things. VCC, which is over there. Ground. I'll use this long one. Really? You have actually mountain lions just running around in your town? That's scary. All right. Clock. Oh, wrong pins. Wrong jumper wires. Clock. A5. I hope from now on I remember. Clock A5, data A4. All right. Now I have to combine these two sketches. All right. I'll just switch to over here. So I have this sketch, which is the radio sketch, and the other sketch, which is the compass sketch. I need this bit. And yeah, I'm probably gonna have to change that if statement, which is really not necessary because one's always receiving and the other one's always sending, but for now this should work. And this shouldn't be a serial print. No, I don't need these two. And this one, what's happening? Wait, this is if rolls 1. Wait. What did I do? So if the heading is 0, it's still calibrating. Otherwise it starts sending, should start sending, and that is this whole bit until over there. Right? Yeah. And this one is that one. Right. From the other sketch I also need this wire.begin, compass, initialize and set sampling rate. and that can be in the setup. I'll just put it somewhere here, and just to be sure, between wire begin and radio begin, I'm just going to put a delay to make sure it actually 100 milliseconds is enough, actually began. I need the object, oops, which can be over there, and I need these two libraries. Let's see what happens if I compile this. Alright, that compiled. Now the only thing I have to do is go to int heading and need to send the heading instead of micros. Now this is an unsigned long radio.write, size of unsigned long. Alright, can I just cast that in? I do have to do some kind of trickery. Yeah, is this gonna work? Because I'm not casting a integer into an unsigned long. Let's see what that says. All right. Let's say send heading. Heading. All right, make sure this is the 168. Plug it in first, and then upload. Oh, crap. How are we doing on time, by the way? It is... all right, so almost 2 hours. New record. All right, so this is compiled. Move this out of the way. Now upload. Crap. Do it again. I am Marcel. Tools, zero monitor. Right, so yeah, that's getting failed because there's no acknowledgement coming back. That's okay. This should go back to the power bank. Let me quickly switch to the bench to see what I'm doing, or to let you see what I'm doing. There's the magnetometer. There's always a new chance to fail. Chances are I'll probably fail somewhere, but that's kind of what I enjoy. If it all worked out the first time ever, I don't think it would be any fun. Anyway, I'm gonna plug this into a power bank, this is sending out the heading from the sketch of the HMC5883L. Does this power up? Right, it does. Put it over to the side. And I should be able now to just open up the serial monitor. Oh, I'm kind of proud of myself. If I now turn the, can I get both views actually, so you can see it? I think I can. Let me just move this over here and import this so you can see both at the same time. Copy, go to desktop, paste reference. Oops, I'll fix it. There we go. I can put this back. Oops. Kind of new to OBS, as you might have noticed. But there we go. So this is the receiving bit. I'm gonna just put that out of the way for now. And if I now turn this, it should, or did it stop working? Ah, the sketch stopped working. Let's reset this. What's happened? Thank you, Michael. Enjoy your meal. Yeah, is it a loose wire? Where? No, it's back again. So if I turn this, that number over there should change. Is it changing? It is. It's kind of slow in changing, but it is changing. There we go. Now for this to be useful, of course it has to be way faster than this. Is that in degrees? Yes, it's in degrees. Yeah, there's a, it measures the magnetic field in microtesla, and then there's some calculation going on in the sketch, and it gives me a heading in degrees. Well, this was fun. I didn't expect it to work like this. I hoped it would work. But I think I'm just gonna end the stream like this. Yeah. So the next thing I have to do is the sketch over here. It's really way too long for what it actually is doing. Thanks, Peter, for what it's actually doing. And I also need to set the speed of transmission a little bit faster. I don't know currently where it's set at. But I was watching Julian Illett's video where he revisited the wearables project and made it into a humidity sensor for his shed, and also a way to communicate back to the sender excuse me, in the acknowledgement package. Let's go. Turkey dinosaurs await me. Turkey dinosaurs? That sounds scary. Thanks for watching, Colin. See you next time. End on a high before you break it. Yeah, I'm afraid to touch anything. Last time I was doing this, a wire came loose and I didn't even see it. And then 15 minutes long I was spending on trying to figure out what I did wrong, and it was just a wire. But anyway, to finish my story, I'm going to use one of the methods Julian used for just sending simple data as fast as I can actually, and I'll do the processing on the receiving end. So I'm just gonna send the raw X, Y, and Z data to an Arduino, another Arduino. Let's get distance and make sure your crane isn't too far up. Well, it's the crane is about 25 meters, and the length of the jib is about 40 meters. So it should be fine. These antennas go up to a pretty big distance. The thing I'm worried about is all the metal, because the whole crane is made out of metal, and these magnetometers react to metal. But then I was thinking, because the metal around the magnetometer doesn't really change, it's always the same. So even though it might be off due to all the metal, it will be off the same time all the time. That's my hope, at least. Yeah, the battery level, that's a good idea. What I'm planning to do is, it should be always on. So it's probably going to be, well, not actually mains powered, but there will be some kind of a transformer in between, so it's always on. But yes, it also needs a backup. So that for the backup, it would be handy to have a battery level indicator or state of charge. They have sensors for that. I saw some of those sensors coming on a I saw one of these sensors on a postback. Someone else did. I can't remember who it was. Yeah, Peter, these jumper wires, they suck. Yeah. But then again, I'm glad they're there, because otherwise I would have had to solder everything together, and then if you make one mistake, you have to desolder it, and it's really annoying. And Marcel, did you have one of these antennas? Because there's also the ones with the onboard antenna, just a trace on the PCB. I went for these because these were the ones that had the maximum range. But if that's not enough, maybe there's some kind of other antenna with some amplifier we can connect to it. The thing is, it's kind of difficult to test the range on a live stream, because I have to walk outside for what I hope to be quite a bit far away. But anyway, I'm gonna end it for now. I'm looking at the time and it's where is it? It says it's almost 2 hours. So I want to make 2 hours, but that's like 10 seconds away. So I'm gonna make the 2-hour live stream, which is who said that in the beginning? Somebody said that, doing a live stream, being really tired. I thought that was Brian. Or having a sore throat. I realize it now. I've been talking for like 2 hours straight. It really hurts my throat. So I'm gonna have another cup of coffee and then make myself something to eat. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you'll enjoy me next time on the live stream, because I find it really nice to do. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.